All right, this is going to be not like a long live stream where I'm chatting for a long time, but I am going to do a quick update rather than having to go through the foolishness of posting a video. I don't edit anyway unless it's just to chop out for time. So, as the title says, this is the 180, and it definitely needs a good sponge on the inside of the glass, but that doesn't bother me. A lot of these fish love their algae. There's one of the little Discus. Hey, Huawei, you are first. Welcome and thank you. There's one of the little Discus. Those are the turquoise and red. I can't remember guys know I can't remember the scientific name of most fish. I said with all my nursing education, I should throw out, hey Patty, welcome. Just going to do a short update on these fish. Jesus, am I shaky? I don't know where my tripod is. Pattykins. Anyway, there's one of the little Discus. I had missed feeding the fish. There's both the Discus. Okay. Those are the two that I know I have left. If there's a third one in there, I've never seen it. I know one of them didn't make it, and I let the catfish eat it. But you can see these guys are hopping on one foot. That's expression's old now, I guess. It's like kids playing hopscotch. It's fun. But yeah, these guys are showing awesome color. They're getting along. I don't see them eat a whole lot, but I do see them do a lot of picking. Glare is terrible. A lot of picking. Let me guys show you my my dining room here. Look at all the dust from not moving those reptile stuff. Mice, I've got mice stacked up, but I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more reptile tanks to get out of here, and that will be done before the day's over, and going into the new reptile room back there at the end of the hall. So anyway, back to the topic. So those guys are doing great. They have amazing color. I'm going to contact the fellow. I've got his card. I just can't remember it, and see if I can get a couple more from him. Ooh, photobomb there. He's local. So yeah. Let me see if I can get a couple more to add to these. Those were really stressed out that day being there at the fish swap and having to have their water added and all that. These guys have done awesome. I got 5 of these. These are Striped Barbs. They'll get about twice that size. They look like Danios on steroids, but they're not. I love these. Just fell in love with them immediately. I'd never seen them before. They were like $8 a fish, $7, $8 a fish. So I got all 5 that Rob had at Aquatic Aesthetics. And one, I guess, didn't make it. I never saw it after the first night, but the other 4 have just done amazing. But you can see the little Discus are just all over, and they're not sunken in or anything, so they're eating something. They're finding something to eat. And I'll go ahead and drop in a little bit of sorry about the focus there, some more bloodworms. And that's also spirulina, frozen brine shrimp. So of course the barbs and rainbow cichlids and geophagus and all of those sort get the bulk of that, but I put in enough that it does get over to the Discus. And you see there's some of both over near him. And they don't really seem that interested in it. He might have grabbed a bite there. But they peck at the ornaments and the wood. Oh, he did get a piece there. Okay. All right. And I'm also using, this is not a paid promotion. I wish it was. This is Dr. Basilier's Biofish Food, and I got this from Keith, I think at KJE, and some other foods, and I still have them. I've had them maybe a year, And these are really small pellets. Somewhere, and it's too dark to see them. Maybe there we go. So put some in there, and hopefully they'll also get some of that as well. Let's see how small they are. You got it, Vasilier. You got it. I'm sure he still carries this. I got, I think, 4 different kinds, and he's used to send samples too. His stuff is all top notch. I sound like I'm doing a commercial for him, but I love to shout out other fish keepers and hobbyists, as well as businesses, you know, that are great places to get your supplies and foods and stuff. So Vasilier is one of the best foods you can get if you look at the ingredients in it for the price. All right, I didn't want to drag this out a long time, and I see I've already mumbled and rambled for 6 minutes. So 4 people in here, so we'll get that 1K views on the replay, I'm sure. This tank is a mess because I've been breaking down tanks, I should say that, and just throwing in stuff from other tanks. Those little guys are just doing awesome. Retracted. Updating the link. God, I hope those guys continue to do well. No reason to think they won't, but I am going to get a couple more from him. I can, but yeah, I just throw rocks. See, that stuff's just thrown in there. That wood, all of this stuff is, not all of it, but a lot of this, like the sandstone. Those black rocks, those came out of the old rainbow tanks that I took down to make room in the reptile room. So there's a lot of junk in here, but that stuff had beneficial bacteria on it, so I wanted to salvage that, and until I decided if I wanted to add those items to other tanks or clean them up and use them in the reptile habitats. And since it's already close to 8 minutes, I'm just going to walk in. Shouldn't, because it doesn't look anything like it's going to soon, but the reptile room is a wreck too. That's one I'm just bringing in. That's the Pueblan milk snake. Of course, it's hidden. And Rosie likes to stare at the snakes. She doesn't try to bother them or anything. The light for this won't come on till this evening, but that's the rainbow, Brazilian rainbow. She's in her house. Got some snakes here. Got my corn snake buddies down there. The lights are not on these yet. Those all have snakes in them. Several of those, like that guy there, Cinnamon, are updating to 20-gallon tanks that I'm draining water out of today, cleaning up, fresh bedding their hides and all that, and moving them over because they're due bigger tanks. That's got the gopher snake in it. That's one that's going to get a bigger one. That's got the wild corn snake. She's a big one. So I guess I could turn on the lights, you know. This turned into a reptile video. There we go. There we go. It's about time anyway. She's gorgeous. Hey, beautiful lady. And the gopher, it's not going to focus, is down there in her house. It's time for all good snakes to be in bed till tonight. There she is. And there's, got a shed in there. There's the African brown snake. And again, there's Cinnamon. But I've got a lot of stuff to get moved in here. This stuff's all going out of here. I'm gonna put a black cloth over this and drape it down. Hey, Larry D, so it doesn't show that it's a dresser, and I'm taking that stuff off the wall. I just haven't been bored enough to do that part. I'm gonna take the mirror and those things down. So And I'm just gonna get some black cloth and drape it down. Same here. Gonna use the same black cloth and cover that space there and on the sides, and probably drape it down the back too. And that's it. These guys are all in bed. You see there's not anybody out and about because it's about 6 hours too early for these guys. All right, fish video gone reptile, gone rogue. And so I look horrible per usual, but Worm says, thanks for watching. And we'll see you in another one soon. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Huawei. Thanks, everybody.